Hi there, I'm Lavana and welcome to Dragon Age 2, Episode 3. Okay, so we're in the Viscount's Keep. We've picked up Aveline and Varric. And now it's time to have a look around. Okay, let's get into this. The Kirkwall City Guard. It is with pride that I, your Viscount, grant the authority of law and civil enforcement upon the guardsmen of an independent Kirkwall. No more will we defer to the will of foreign troops or draw a holy order into tasks unbefitting their mandate. These proud men and women will be of the people and will enforce the laws we have elected for a civil and ordered society. And should the spectre of invasion return, the noble guardsmen will conscript from the population, for who better to amass the people's will than the constables of law charged with its inspection? This is a great day, fair Kirkwall, and I am honoured to appoint the first guard captain. Long may he serve the will of a free people. From Orlesian Legacy, How Institutions of the Oppressors Linger, the speeches of Viscount Michel Lafayette, collected by Philium Abad. Okay. Philium Abad. That's interesting, okay. So... there's another one in here. Okay, A Study of the Fifth Blight, Volume 1. While some of my contemporaries dispute whether the Fifth Blight was a true blight or merely a large Darkspawn resurgence, historians agree that it began in the swamps of the Kokari Wilds on the southeastern border of Ferelden in the year 930 Dragon. King Caelan Therin was swift in responding to the threat, gathering the royal army, every Grey Warden in his country, and sending a call for aid to the Ferelden nobility. The assembled armies laid a trap in the ruins of Ostagar, hoping to crush the force before it reached civilization, but they failed. Darkspawn overran the defenders of Ostagar and decimated the king and his army. They continued their advance into Ferelden unopposed. Only 2 Grey Wardens managed to escape the slaughter, and somehow they came into possession of ancient treaties which compelled the races of men to join arms against the massing horde. Okay. Not just men, but yeah, okay. That was only part 1. Alright. Let's have a look in here then. Yep, just a random guardsman. 2 random guardsmen and nothing else in here. Okay. Oh, a chest right there. Lovely. Well, I do have the lockbash mod, but let's allow Varric to actually do his job as a rogue and open that chest. Okay, engraved armband, a belt, and an injury kit. Okay. Sweet. So yeah, we might as well level up Varric as well. He only has an ability. Bianca has bursting arrow. Quite a few of these I think are more for a close quarters rogue. So we'll just stick with Bianca right now. Give her bursting arrow. Okay. Enjoy that, Varric. I'm sure we will. Nope, can't speak to these guys. Okay. And that one's locked.
The day is treating you well, Sirrah.
And that one's not even a door. Okay. Well, let's have a look around the rest of this place then.
Messiah, please stop kicking the wall.
Nothing.
Who are you to talk to me like that, you bloody peasant? The guard will throw you out if you kick that wall one more time.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, it's good to know that the guards are willing to
Viscount
actually
must be terribly
take
busy.
on the nobility.
I've been waiting most of the day.
Okay. Let's go through here then. No one's stopping me. Ah, and there's Chantry Hierarchy here.
Now,
Odd place to put it.
parchment cut.
Would have expected it in the Chantry. Okay, the Divine is the titular head of the Chantry, although since the Schism split the Imperial Chantry into its own faction, there are now in fact 2 Divines at any one time. One Divine, informally called the White Divine, is a woman housed in the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. The other, known as the Black Divine, is a man housed in the Argent Spire in Minrathous. Neither divine recognizes the existence of the other, and the informal names are considered sacrilegious. No matter the gender, a divine is addressed as Most Holy or Your Perfection. Beneath the rank of divine is the Grand Cleric. Each Grand Cleric presides over numerous chantries and represents the highest religious authority for their religion. They travel to Val Royeaux when the College of Clerics convenes, but otherwise remain where they are assigned. All Grand Clerics are addressed as Your Grace. Beneath the Grand Cleric is the Mother, or, in the Imperial Chantry, the Father. If a mother is in charge of a particular chantry, Revered is appended to her title. These are the priests responsible for administering to the spiritual well-being of their flock. A mother or revered mother is addressed as Your Reverence. Brothers and sisters form the rank and file of the chantry and consist of 3 main groups: affirmed, initiates, and clerics. Affirmed are the lay brethren of the chantry, those regular folk who have turned to the chantry for succour. Often they're people who have led a difficult or irreligious life and have chosen to go into seclusion, or even orphans and similar unfortunates who were raised into the chantry life. The affirmed take care of the chantry and are in turn afforded a life of quiet contemplation, no questions asked. So, like Liliana in Origins, pretty sure she was affirmed. She didn't take any vows. Yeah. Only those folk who take vows become initiates. These are men and women in training, whether in academic knowledge or the martial skills of a warrior. All initiates receive an academic education, although only those who seek to become Templars learn how to fight in addition. Okay. Clerics are the true academics of the chantry. Those men and women who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge. They're often found in chantry archives, sages presiding over libraries of books and arcane knowledge. The most senior of these clerics, placed in charge of such archives, are given the title Elder, although such a rank is still beneath that of Mother. All other brothers and sisters are addressed simply by noting their title before their name, such as Brother Genitive. From a guide for ambassadors from Ravane. Okay, and that's because Ravane stayed with the Qun. Yeah, when the Qunari invasion was repelled, Ravane was the only one who stuck with the Qun religion, rather than coming back to Andrastianism or something. So they wouldn't know chantry titles, I guess.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Okay, let's get in here. Ooh.
Good day, Sarah.
The Lameran Accords. Okay. 50 years, that's how long it took the Imperium to drive out the Qunari occupation, but the rest of northern Thedas was not so lucky. Both divines, white and black, declared exalted marches, and for the only time since the schism of the Chantry, they worked together. A century-long siege resulted, with the giant Qunari entrenched in Antiva and Ravane, and all of Thedas throwing armies against them. The war drained the resources of every nation in Thedas, leaving most on the brink of collapse. For the giants, it did not appear to be the damage to their armada or the loss of their soldiers, but the terrible toll upon the Ravane population that prompted their retreat. When the third new exalted march had all but massacred the people of Kont Ar without even chipping the Qunari occupying force, the giants finally withdrew. The treaty that put an official end to the Qunari wars was signed on the politically neutral island of Lameran off the southern coast of Ravane. 150 years after their assault on the mainland began, the Qunari left our shores. They received the northern archipelago in exchange for a cessation of hostilities against all the nations on the Accord. Only Tevinter refused to sign, and so the war continues to rage in the Imperium to the present day. It's worth noting, however, that the Kingdom of Ravane immediately violated the treaty, twice. Once, when the humans of Northern Ravine, nearly all practitioners of the Kun and therefore by definition Kunare, refused to leave their homes and go in exile to the islands. And again, when the Ravine Chantry and nationalist forces, unable to convert its people back to the worship of the Maker, tried a purge by the sword, slaughtering countless unarmed people and burying them in mass graves. It's a fortunate mystery that the leaders in Kont A did not alert their allies in the Northern Passage, or we'd still be fighting the giants now. Okay, wow. Alright, so from the Exalted Marches, an examination of Chantry warfare by Sister Patrine Chantry Scholar. Okay. So, the the Canary didn't get pushed back, they just kind of left.
The office of the Viscount is not open to the public, especially recent arrivals not actually part of the public.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Although we're not that recent, we've been here a year. Okay, so a bottle. We can steal their wine. Awesome. Where does that go? A rare collaboration between human and elven vintners. The result is a taste that has been called appropriately tense. Occasionally requested in the Lowtown Bazaar, although elves rarely do so openly. Okay, so that one's going to Lowtown. Nice. Alright, and Varric, I don't suppose you can get into there? Of course you can. Fancy poison ring and an amulet. Okay. And the Enigma of Kirkwall. There. The Viscount is suspicious that the bribe was sufficient to gain access to the restricted section of the archives. The money would have been better spent elsewhere, the archives being almost devoid of Imperium-era records. When the slaves revolted, they hunted magisters and burned the city, at least the parts that could be burned. One account says that the streets were littered with piles of scrolls and books set aflame. Is our quest futile? Did the slaves destroy the answer? As Mafarath's armies toppled the Imperium, they sent 3 magisters and their legions here. They never arrived. But why march here of all places? What were they coming here for? Behind a panel with curious markings, signed the Band of 3. Okay. What were they coming here for? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. And yeah, they can't get in there.
I do hope the Viscount remembers to eat supper today.
Alright, so
Good day,
hierarchy of the circle and the free marchers. Let's go for the free marchers first. My dear Empress Celine, I agree. It is strange how some people view the free marchers. On a map, they see its name emblazoned on the vales south of the Minanta River and assume it to be a nation just as Ferelden is. They imagine a single ruler, a single army, and a common culture, but nothing could be further from the truth. Our dour, serious folk in Tantervale are not at all like the wild revellers of Wycombe, who in turn are nothing like the self-important traders of Kirkwall. We are many nations squashed under one name on a map because the truth won't fit inside the borders. A lovely saying I heard once: we have a prince in Starkhaven, a margrave in Ansburg, a Tern in Ostwick, and a viscount in Kirkwall, yet we accept no king in the Free Marches. At least not since Phyrus appointed himself king 7 centuries ago, which was immediately and unanimously opposed by our many great nations. We may only come together to face a common enemy, but when we do, we're a formidable ragtag bunch. Did you know that Grey Warden Garahel also united us during the Exalted Age? We marched together proudly to defeat the Darkspawn at Aisley, and immediately afterwards returned to our petty bickering. The most important thing to know about the Free Marchers is that we're free. We determine our own destiny, and that pleases us. Beyond that, the only other time we coalesce is when Grand Tourney comes to town. Then we boldly express our pride to any foreigner who'll listen. We'll kiss freedom on the lips and even lock arms with a proud Starkhavener. Alas, it lasts only a day, but there's no harm in that, right? A letter written by Lord Chancellor Geoffrey Auric of Tanterville to Empress Celine, 929 Dragon. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Why would there be? Hierarchy of the Circle. It's no simple matter safeguarding ordinary men from mages, and mages from themselves. Each circle tower must have some measure of self-government, for it is ever the Maker's will that men be given the power to take responsibility for our own actions, to sin and fail, as well as to achieve the highest grace and glory on our own strength. You, who will be tasked with the protection of the circle, must be aware of its workings. The first enchanter is the heart of any tower. He will determine the course his circles will take, he will choose which apprentices may be tested and made full mages, and you will work most closely with him. Assisting the first enchanter will be the senior enchanters, a small council of the most trusted and experienced magi in the tower. From this group, the next first enchanter is always chosen. Beneath the council are the enchanters. These are the teachers and mentors of the tower, and you must get to know them in order to keep your finger on the pulse of the circle. The enchanters will always know what is happening among the children. All those who have passed their harrowing but have not taken apprentices are mages. This is where most trouble in a circle lies, in the idleness and inexperience of youth. The untested apprentices are the most numerous denizens of any tower, but they more often pose threats to themselves due to their lack of training than to anyone else. Knight Commander Seren of the Chantry Templars in a letter to his successor. Okay. Yeah, that's like Gregor working closely with Irving. They had a very good working relationship, which I don't think they have here. Between Meredith and who is it? The elven guy. Okay, let's go down to Lowtown. We have a few quests to do there, and I want to check out Gamlen's house and Varric. Okay, so we've got a few things here.
A Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Okay, Kirkwall's Lowtown. Lowtown sits in a massive cauldron-shaped pit that was once Kirkwall's first quarry. The district was constructed by slaves who carved the city and its harbour out of the rock. Today, Lowtown is a labyrinth of shantytowns, corridors and hexagonal courtyards. Hexes in the local parlance. Lowtown's poorest live in the caves hewn out of the cliff face. The district is shoddily built and bears scars caused by collapsing walls. Foundry smoke smothers the area. Only a cold winter storm clears the air, but the icy wind howling over the mouths of old mine shafts hardly counts as relief. Occasionally, these Darktown shafts erupt with gouts of foul air known as choke damp. It's not uncommon to find whole slums silently suffocated, frozen in the midst of everyday activity. Oh wow. Oh my god. Choke damp? That's... wow. Okay. And that's not uncommon. Loads of people just randomly being suffocated. And it's not even uncommon. That's horrible. The walls surrounding Lowtown are highest by the harbour. Its busiest street leads up to Hightown, where the wealthiest Kirkwallers perch. When one stands in Lowtown, all one sees other than the rocky walls is Hightown. It glitters overhead, always in sight, yet always beyond reach. Like the Golden City in the Fade. Sorry, the Black City, not the Golden City. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitive. Okay. Oh, good to know. So, who are you?
I have only the finest Antivan merchandise.
Okay, good to know. Well, let's speak to Lady Elegant then.
My. If it isn't Hawke. Good to see you again, Elegant. Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still working for that brutish thug, Mirren. Things have been going well since then?
Yeah, okay, we are being unfailingly polite. She's now a lady. So, yeah, diplomatic.
It isn't always easy, but things are going well enough. That's wonderful to hear. You may recall I supplied the Red Iron with potions. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Yeah, that's nice of her. Okay, an elf fruit potion. Sweet. So let's have a look at this. You can order potions to discover... Yep, okay. Same as the rune crafting. Once you've found the resource, they're always available. You just need to spend money to get them. Okay, and we don't have any elf fruit, so we can't get an elf fruit potion. That's a shame. Okay, and the elf fruit potion removes injuries, not just giving you health regeneration. So, that's awesome. That is awesome. So then, our other potions, the injury kits. Well, I assume injury kits will be more numerous. And probably cheaper. Probably cheaper. But yeah, that's like a really good health potion and an injury kit all in one. Very nice. Okay. Oh, we do have some rubs, don't we? Yeah, but they're not great. What did they look like though? Okay, they're not great. God, I hate mage robes. They look terrible in this game. They really do. Okay, we can't use that, so I'll move it to junk and move that one to junk as well. And we might as well move that to junk as well. The amulet and the belt though. I always like some more mana or stamina. Does anyone else need one? What have you got? Fire damage. You don't have anything. Neither do you. Who's... See, I'd like mana regen more than I would like an up to my mana. So let's give Aveline the belt. And we'll give Varric the amulet. Yeah. Everybody has a little bit of something. Okay. And we might as well look at this as northern merchandise. Yeah, it's only slightly good. It's only slightly good. And no, he doesn't have anything like that. So let's just sell all our junk. There we go. Okay. And we have a badly copied leaflet. Take back our streets. Ferelden refugees, Kunari soldiers. Who next? Tevinter slavers snatching children out of their beds? No, they're all in Darktown. This ends now. Send a message that Kirkwallers will not accept this. We must band together to drive foreign waste from our doorstep. Reclaim the free marchers for the marchers. If you care about our future, join the Friends of Kirkwall. Reclaim our city. The Friends of Kirkwall. Okay, so kind of like a Friends of Red Jenny thing, except these guys are just against immigrants. Let's put it that way. Whereas the Friends of Red Jenny are all about protecting the little people, whoever they are. Yeah, okay. Not great. Not great, Kirkwall. Okay, can we speak to the tailor?
You won't find better prices.
Okay. Carol. Ooh, that's a nice staff. That is a nice staff. I can't use it. I don't have the magic, but that is a nice staff. Hey! Another backpack! Sweet. Brilliant. Okay, an inscribed leather harness. And this is for Varric. Oh. Ah, we have the money. Let's do it. Okay. Be grateful, Varric, because that's half of my money gone. Okay. Let's grab this crate. 1 silver, 89 copper, and a health potion. Okay. Lorene's Ferelden Imports. Do we want to go in there right now, or do we want to check out the outside of this entire place first? Let's go in. Why not?
Will everyone please just step back?
Okay, there's a donation box, but there's no way that we have the money for that.
I'll send word to the healer.
Can't speak to you.
My
Can't
son's
speak
hurt
to
bad.
you.
Can't overturned on him in the blasted bone pit.
Everyone in your turn.
The
I
bone
promise
pit.
we have donations coming in. There will be food and medicine for all of you.
Okay. So, yeah, these are for Fereldens,
If you're
aren't they?
seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
Okay, so they're seeing to the worst off first. That's good. It's very nice of them. Yeah, let's ask if I can help in any way.
Is there a way I can assist these people? If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front. Anything else? I just want to see your wares. Look around. We don't often get customers with actual coin to spend.
Okay, so... I have very little by the way of coin. No, I think we're good waiting for, other thing. Ooh, a design. Fine, I'll get the design. That's fine. Yeah. But we won't get anything else. That's fine. Okay. And that's just the shop that I've just looked at. Okay. And there's a crate. With a woven bracelet and a health potion. Brilliant. Okay, guys. I think that's everything that we can do in here. I don't have the money to give to the donation box. I'm sorry, guys. I am sorry. Maybe later when I've started earning something, I will definitely come back and I will definitely donate. I just think that's something that Hawke would do. Everybody's down on their luck. She mentioned that refugees go missing. So yeah, we'd definitely try and help those Fereldens that we could. But we wouldn't do it in a way that would ruin our chances. So yeah, once we've built up some money, we'll come back. Enemies drop more coin. That would be nice. That would be very nice. That's almost all of my money though. That would be almost all of it. Damn. Suppose I could sell some of these potions. I don't really use them. Ah. That's not a design, that's an actual rune, so never mind. Sell my junk. Not that that helped much. But, I mean, you've got to spend money to make money, don't you? So I could get that. Let's do it. Okay. And hopefully enemies will drop coin and I'll make my my losses back. Eventually.
Belts, rings, amulets. We sell them all.
You look like you know your way around a weapon. Buy something.
Okay. We can't buy anything, but might as well look and see what we've got. Nothing. Okay. Brilliant. Alright.
Gather round, all. I bring you a priceless treasure. From the highest heights of Mount Davos it's travelled. A pouch of Andraste's ashes. Verified by the scholar Genitivi. These ashes cure any ailment and provides virility in more intimate matters.
Oh, really?
Do I have a volunteer?
I'll try.
Just a small pinch, Sirrah. There you go.
My God, it's gone.
Cured by the Maker himself.
That's enough. Clear out, you charlatans.
Yeah. Very nice.
Every coin those swindlers nab goes straight to the Carter's coffers. They must be stopped.
The Carter. Alright, and we've got a new quest. Let's have a look at this. Oh gosh. We've read all of those. We'll come back to that once we've read this. Okay. The castless dwarves of Ozma have few prospects, consigned to live in a crumbling ruin on the social and economic fringes of the mighty dwarven capital. Most resort to begging, prostitution, or crime. Just as all rivers eventually join the sea, all castless who turn to crime eventually become part of the Carter. The hero Ferelden decimated the ranks of this ancient gang while rallying the dwarves to join in the battle against the archdemon Othemiel. Unable to recover the power they once had in Ozma, they turned their attention topside, using groups of surface-dwelling dwarves to smuggle weapons, lyrium, surface luxuries, people, and other goods between Ozma and human lands. Despite the flow of business, its members are still desperate and violent. With no strong leader to rein in their excesses, they have little sense of dwarven honour and freely break their word, double-cross allies, and renege on deals. From the Stone and Her Children, Dwarves of the Dragon Age by Brother Genevieve. Oh dear. And that's because we killed Jarvia, was it? I'm pretty sure it was Jarvia that was the woman in charge of the Carter. Yeah, Prince Balin wanted us to kill her. And as a result, they're apparently lawless, have no morals, and not even any honour left, which is a shame. I mean, there'll always be underhanded and illegal stuff, but the person you want to be in charge of that should be honourable, at least. So it's not complete anarchy, really. In this barrel, opal fragment and an injury kit. Nice. Okay. So yeah, that's the hero Ferelden's fault, not mine. Elven Vintner. Okay.
I believe you lost this somewhere.
I thought this was lost to us, like so many other things. My gratitude.
You lost a bottle of wine? You lost a bottle of wine. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. Side quests? Yes, the bottle. The bottle is where it should be. And apparently it was in the Viscount's keep, in one of the offices. And it was taken from someone in Lowtown? Is that what it's trying to say? Someone came down here and stole his bottle? Gosh. That's terrible. Okay. And we've got the Hanged Man right there. Okay. Yeah, I decided to keep the old texture for the Hanged Man itself. It's because it looks it looks ratty and it looks like a wooden carving. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, so what was over here? Swindler over there and Gamlen's house. So we'll come this way first and go all the way around and then come back to them. Yeah. And then we'll come back to Varric as well. No one to speak to here, unfortunately.
Arms for the poor.
Unless you're a Ferelden refugee and are going to be given money from the donation box, then you're out of luck. I'm sorry. Rubble, okay, 1 silver, 93 copper. I'll take it. Okay. You know, I'm glad nobody else ever goes for these pickups. It's nice that it's only Hawke finding this stuff, and no one ever, you know, tries to claim it from you. I mean, it would have been interesting
The best
to
armor
have to
coin
try
can
and
buy.
get to the loot first, or defend your loot, but nah. Ooh. Ah, okay. Aveline stuff. Let's sell the opal fragment That's definitely not enough. Definitely not enough. Okay, I could probably sell some of these. No, I'm not selling lyrium potions or stamina drafts. Never mind, never mind. We'll come back for it. We know where it is. We know where it is. At the Templar the Templar shield stand, so it's definitely invoking the thoughts of Aveline right now. Shouldn't forget. Okay, and there's nothing in here. This is just a dead end. Okay, let's come down here.
Bloody Fereldens. Who asked you to come anyway?
Kid. No one asked us to come. We came just to annoy you. That's how this works, I'm afraid. Okay, spindleweed. Okay, so we found our first resource. Fantastic. I don't think we have any we don't have any recipes that use spindleweed. We need elfroot, not spindleweed. But never mind, we have one. It is an old country saying that spindleweed grows best for the sorrowful. Verdant spindleweed in a household's garden has often brought neighbours offering consolation, usually without even asking what might be wrong. This originates from the plant's use as a seasoning for dishes meant to speed the recovery of the infirm. A person who grows much of it is likely caring for the fatally ill. An excerpt from the Botanical Compendium by Ines Arancia, botanist. Ines, okay. That's the botanist woman that we were looking for in Awakening. Yeah. Nice. Well, there you go, Wynne. There you go. She's not just a gardener. She was doing good things. I'm looking in the wrong place. Where was it? We've got Aveline here. Okay. We might as well... Oh, we've got Sebastian as well. Well, Aveline first. If it's family, you protect. Doesn't matter who it is, blood or not. Aveline was born in Orlais, but she never knew the country. Her father, Benoit de Lac, was a chevalier who lost his patron to the game of intrigue. He fled to Ferelden while Aveline was an infant, and though his holdings were meagre, he was determined she would have the life he had lost. She would become a knight, no matter the cost. He eventually sold everything to sponsor Aveline into King Caelan's service. Wow. Knightly skills seemed bred into Aveline's bones, but she had her doubts. Starting with her namesake, Sir Aveline, the first female knight of Orlais, was orphaned, mocked for her looks, and murdered when she dared stand with men in tournament. Her glory lies in tragedy, but the living Aveline doesn't revere sacrifice. A principled death is still a death. Her father was proud of her, but she would never be the knight he wished for. Aveline married Wesley Valenne while serving in the Ferelden army. They were kindred spirits and determined guardians. His death during the Blight scarred her, not just his loss, but that she failed to protect him. Aveline has healed in the past year, but she has yet to forgive herself. Accordingly, she is fiercely protective of the Hawks and Molly. They share a bond in loss, a connection she cherishes but will not allow to be repeated. Okay. Okay, definitely, yes. Oh, that makes me feel really bad for Aveline. It really does. Oh well. So, Sebastian. In the face of danger, sometimes the bravest thing is to stand back and trust that the Maker will see justice done. Really? Oh, really? Sebastian Vale is the only surviving son of the ruling family of Starkhaven, which was murdered in a violent coup d'etat. Sebastian cannot forget the irony that he still lives only because his family was so ashamed of his drinking and womanizing that they committed him to the Kirkwall chantry against his will. After initially rejecting a priest's lifestyle, Sebastian was more surprised than anyone when he realized that his show of faith had turned real. Since then, his belief in the Maker and his plan for Thedas have been unshakable. Embracing his new role, Sebastian took vows of poverty and chastity to become a sworn brother of the Chantry, until word of his family's deaths forced him to take up worldly concerns once again. Grand Cleric Elthina, Sebastian's mentor and friend, hopes to convince him to walk away from the struggle for Starkhaven and return to the good works of the Chantry. Wow, okay. Should I even know all of that? I haven't even met him. I haven't even met him yet. But sure. So, he was a drunk and a womanizer? Is that? Yeah. He was a drunk and a womanizer, and he was sent to the Chantry against his will. But he eventually liked it so much, or embraced it so far, that he took vows. And now his family has been murdered. Ugh. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. Let's get up here. And there's nothing around here. Well, at least there is a guardsman on patrol. Oh dear, that guy recognises me? He must be talking to you, Carver. It's not someone I know. This is a transition point all the way at the bottom though, so let's see if there's anything down here.
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard.
That makes no sense.
Good.
It makes perfect sense, Aveline. What's not clear about that? He gets paid to say things or to not notice things. I do like that though. That just shows that she's completely incorruptible. She doesn't even understand what he means by guard or unguard. She will never take money to allow a crime to happen. That's just awesome for her. It shows how rigid she is in her thinking as well, though.
I wish we could do without places like this. I really do.
You don't need places like this.
Good to see you again, my dear.
Oh.
The priest was asking after you again last week.
I've brought my family there twice this year. What more does she want from us?
Oh dear, that doesn't sound good. Well, the Elven Alienage. Lowtown is home to a squalid Elven Alienage. Here, like in most Thedas alienages, elves are packed into tiny, run-down apartments and effectively segregated from the human population. Kirkwall's alienage is even more dilapidated than the rest of Lowtown, but the elves go to great lengths keeping the place looking bright and festive. The Venedal, Tree of the People, standing in the middle of the alienage, is a symbol for elven pride and shared cultural identity, and it is lovingly cared for. It's difficult to say if the elves would continue confining themselves to the alienage if they were given the chance to mingle. They may not admit it, but some feel that living among their kind is far better than living with humans, no matter how terrible alienage life may be. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genevieve. Well, yes, it's because they're facing rampant racism on a daily basis. They likely wouldn't feel safe if they had to get a house of their own in a human neighbourhood. Doesn't mean it's still a good idea to force them to stay in the alienage, though. If they were allowed to spread out into the city, people would get more used to them being around. They'd be just other people. You'd hope. Anyway, you would hope. Ah, well. Yeah, okay. And that's not even a stall. That is not... Nope, no goods. We can't even buy from the alienage. That's rubbish. You went to the trouble of putting a stall here. Why not make it a functional one? at least allow us to support the
Busy
alienage
day, I
elves
see.
in
Boys
some
and I
way.
are going for drinks later if you'd like
wow.
to join us.
Don't mind if I do. See you there.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, the Venedal. Mostly the old ways are gone. Each generation forgets a little more of the old tongue, a little more of the traditions, and the few things we keep become simple habits, the meaning long since faded. So it is with the Venedal, the tree of the people. Every alienage has one, I'm told, or they used to. When I was a little girl, my mother told me that the tree was the symbol of Alathan, but not even she knew more. Keeping the Venedal is just a habit now. Many cities have let theirs wither and die, then chop them up for firewood. No great loss. Sarethia, Heron of the High-Ever alienage. Oh, that's sad. That is sad. Oh well.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, so the leaves, the bark from the tree is from Inquisition textures, but the actual leaves themselves are from the Ultimate Textures pack. Yeah, I didn't really like the new leaves. They're a little bit strange to look at.
Why, hello there.
The leaves were so much bigger, and you could see where the leaves were cut off. It was really weird. Okay. A belt? Alright. Hey, regeneration rate, sweet. And a health potion. Okay. Well, I definitely want that then. I definitely want that. Hey. Alright, and there's nothing else in the alienage then? No. Can't get into any of the houses? Nope. And nothing else is flagging up. Nope, we're good. Alright. Almost done. Almost done with Lowtown. Okay. And... okay. Swindler. Well, guys, let's get in here.
Not a step closer. No refunds on the ashes, friend. If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it?
Oh, very nice. Yeah, okay. Come on.
Don't.
Oh, okay. They're just straight up attacking. Well, what do we have here? I do have an arcane shield, so let's put that on. And Swindler, let's give him some horror. Yes. Ooh, nice. What about these guys? Yeah, no, let's get into these guys. Let's pick up the weak ones first. Get rid of their numbers. And then get rid of you. That's a thug. Oh. And Swindler is going for Varric. Ooh. I think I got him with that. No, I don't think I did. Oh, well, never mind. Okay. Oh, Varric. Yet again. More people coming for him. Let's get some ice in there. Yep. Don't you worry, Varric. I've got your back. I think that's it. That's it. Okay. So, Swindler. Stalker's boar hides. Okay, an Illyrium potion. That's nice. Carter Thug. 1 silver, 21 copper, and a stamina draft. Okay. Hey. Let's see. Black Dwarven Ale. Okay. And an injury kit. That's cool. 1 silver and 27 copper. This crate. Chipped serpent statuette and an injury kit. Nice. And 1 silver, 31 copper, and an injury kit. Brilliant. Okay, and then we can turn that in. Has that actually been updated? Was it business discussion? No. Side quests? Yeah, miracle makers. Okay. The Carter swindlers were killed. Return to Sergeant Melindra in the Lowtown market before nightfall for a reward. So we'll definitely do that. Okay. And that is Hawke's house, I think. Well, not Hawke's, it's Gamlen's, yeah. Same difference, same difference. Okay. Alright, well we'll come back to Gamlen's house once we've turned this quest in.
Andraste's grace be with you.
Yeah, okay. No,
Shove
no
off, you.
people. Beg your pardon, hun? Beg your pardon, hun. Okay. Sergeant Melindra.
The thieves are gone, guardsman.
Did you say something? I didn't hear you. And clumsy me. I seem to have dropped a coin purse in your hand.
Nice. Okay, and we got a gold for that. That's brilliant. And we've leveled up. Let's have a look at this. Okay, the Carter Swindlers are dead and Sergeant Melindra is pleased. Brilliant. Yeah, okay. And let's level me up then. Brilliant. So, what do I want? I kind of do want to get myself some more constitution, but I need to up my magic, otherwise I won't be able to wear anything or use any of my new staffs. So, yeah, 18 is fine. Let's put my constitution to 13. Let's give a Hex of Torment, increasing damage from all sources for a short time. That's amazing. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we have the Hanged Man and Gamlen's house to go to. So, I mean, we're right here. So we'll just go into the Hanged Man. Okay.
There was no blight.
That's
And
nice.
that's the fact, is it?
Alright, I had to mix and match a little in here as well. The floor, the new floors in the Inquisition textures were all grey and it didn't work well with the walls, which were still white. And this is supposed to be hewn out of the same rock, so yeah, I had to leave the regular floor textures so it didn't look out of place. There's a lot of people here. I think I'll just speak to Varric and get that done.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
We do? Okay. Yeah, I could just go with the diplomatic one. I mean, he's not said anything that we find controversial or anything like that, so we'll just have a sort of okay and kind of reaction here.
I fought Darkspawn, but I've never been to the deep roads.
Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
A Grey Warden in the city, eh? Okay, so let's investigate. How can you be so sure?
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight Darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Okay, it's a good guess. It is a good guess. Most Wardens will go into the deep roads at some point. It's not a guarantee that he would have been in there, though. Not all of them do. Not all of them do. I mean, the only reason that we, in Origins, went into the deep roads was because in those two specific instances we kind of had to. But we didn't just go off on a whim. Okay. And if he knows nothing?
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Yeah, okay, and that would be a problem. I don't mess with the Wardens, that's an interesting thing to say. Or I'll make him talk. I mean, I like the way, I like what that says. I will make him talk. I definitely want to find out. I would prefer if it had just said, okay, I'll go do that. So, that would have to be that one though. But I know she'll just say something that I'm not actually even trying to say, so let's just go with the diplomatic option, yeah.
We don't want trouble with the Grey Wardens, do we?
Let's look at our options first. I'd rather not fight a warden unless we have to. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldens. We talk to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Okay, Varric Friendship +5, and we've got a quest, Deep Roads Expedition. Okay, and Codex updated as well. The Grey Wardens. The First Blight had already raged for 90 years. The world was in chaos. A god had risen, twisted and corrupted. The remaining gods of Tevinter were silent, withdrawn. What writing we have recovered from those times is filled with despair, for everyone believed, from the greatest archons to the lowliest slaves, that the world was coming to an end. At Weishaupt Fortress, in the desolate Anderfels, a meeting transpired. Soldiers of the Imperium, seasoned veterans who had known nothing their entire lifetimes except hopeless war, came together. When they left Weishaupt, they had renounced their oaths to the Imperium. They were soldiers no longer. They were the Grey Wardens. Okay, so it makes more sense about why the joining requires drinking Darkspawn blood, because they were from the Imperium, and the Imperium is all about blood magic. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, it would have had to have been a blood mage who came up with the joining ritual, considering it takes archdemon blood, lyrium, and it takes a mage, or mages, to create the potion. Yeah. The Wardens began an aggressive campaign against the Blight, striking back against the Darkspawn, reclaiming lands given up for lost. The Blight was far from over, but their victories brought notice, and soon they received aid from every nation in Thedas. Okay. They grew in number as well as reputation. Finally, in the year 992 of the Tevinter Imperium, upon the Silent Plains, they met the Archdemon Dumat in battle. A third of all the armies of northern Thedas were lost to the fighting, but Dumat fell and the Darkspawn fled back underground. Even that was not the end. The Imperium once revered 7 gods: Dumat, Zazakel, Toth, Andahal, Razakael, Lusican and Athemiel. 4 have risen as archdemons. The Grey Wardens have kept watch through the ages, well aware that peace is fleeting and that their war continues until the last of the dragon gods is gone. From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Okay. Okay. Oh no, we have the quest as well. Okay. So, finish tasks in Kirkwall while Bertrand makes preparations for the expedition. We still need to give him 50 sovereigns, and according to Varric, the expedition needs a way into the deep roads before it can go anywhere. So, we need to do this one. Tranquility. Seek out a Grey Warden for help in the Deep Roads expedition. Varric heard that one is working as a healer somewhere. A shopkeep named Lorene in Lowtown may have more info. Okay, so we can just hop over there after going to Gamlen's house then. Fantastic. Rumours, actually. What do we have here? Wayward Son? Okay, Varric's sources say that there's been a number of Templar raids held in Lowtown's elven alienage. He can't verify why, however, or who's been given the orders. Okay. Act of Mercy. According to Varric, a group of mages being transported from Starkhaven hasn't arrived at the gallows. It's currently just a rumour, however, and cannot be followed up on at this time. Okay. Enemies among us. According to Varric's sources, someone's been asking questions about a missing Templar. No search seems to be underway, however, and nothing can be done to follow up on this just yet. Black Powder Promise. Varric says a dwarven merchant named Javaris has been offering a lot of coin for muscle. Finding out exactly where Javaris is, however, seems to be a problem. He'll keep looking. And shepherding wolves. Varric has heard rumours that some in the Chantry have been making quiet inquiries around Lowtown about the Kunari. No one seems willing to talk about it, however. Okay. Well, good to know. We have a few rumours that will eventually become quests, hopefully. And a few regular things to do. So, this is Varric's room. Okay. Oh, that's cool. His bed is very low to the ground because of course it is. Anyway, I think this is as good a place as any to leave it, so we'll go to Gamlen's house next time and probably swing around to Loreen in the Ferelden refugees area. Maybe we'll be able to start off Anders' questline. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. I upload 5 videos a week, so hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.